Hey, good morning, Freedom Finders, and welcome to another session with For F's Sake, where we're exploring all things freedom. And this morning, it is my absolute pleasure and delight to welcome back one of the best people out there, Kathryn Carman, a dear friend of mine. We did our very first inner dance training together a few years ago, and our friendship has just deepened and blossomed over those years. So let me introduce Catherine. Catherine's the creator of Soul Ascension, and she holds sacred space for you to journey home. She helps bring communities together for personal and collective evolution of divine feminine wisdom. She is an authoress, an artist, an incredible space holder, and someone who really channels through the heart. So, dear Catherine, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. And I am really honoured to be in this space with you, Caroline. There are many things that I could say about you, but I just want to say thank you for sharing this journey with me from when we first met. It's been a very, very special journey, and I'm feeling even more excited about what's to come.
I feel that. I hear that. And maybe you can tell us a bit more about that in a little while. But just to get us warmed up, can you tell us a little bit about Soul Ascension and how you support freedom, not only in your life, but with the people that you hold space for?
Yeah, I mean, Soul Ascension started. I was asked by my community to deliver well-being in the local community woods. And I said, I can't do well-being, but I can do me and I can hold space and I can do some meditations, some channeled meditations in nature. And from that, lots of people started to have their own awakening very quickly. And so Soul Ascension developed from there because I created that to initially support these people, but it's just grown from there. And now I offer a range of sacred spaces, one to one and in groups, simply for us to evolve together. And I channel with the people I hold spaces for, the divine energies, which are very much working with us.
Ah, you make it sound so simple. Now, I've been paying close attention to your evolution, and I know that we've also held space in sacred Glastonbury, and
Yes,
and we both have an I don't know, a call to work in certain divine spaces in the
yes.
world, and you've been taking your practice to stone circles and sacred sites. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about how that's evolved and what that's bringing through.
Yes, as Soul Ascension has evolved as a space holding, um, what's happened is that the women, they're generally women, but men are very welcome too. And what I'm finding is that those that I'm holding space for, we are moving into this healing of our heart and this opening of our heart and moving into this wisdom through the heart portal, which is the seat of our soul. And it's a beautiful portal that is divinely connected to wisdom. And that wisdom is all around us. And we're almost like the channels of that wisdom at the moment and being guided to go to certain places and to just be us. It's not that we have to do anything, it's just that we have to be in that energy of our heart, that high resonance. And we each go on our own journeys, and I hold space for people as they go on their own journey, whether that is ancestral healing or past lives. But it's also, we are really tapping into the wisdom that's there for us. I very much, I'm doing shamanic training at the moment, and I very much um, work with the upper realms, but I also very much work with Mother Earth and the guidance that she holds. So it's almost like we're these channels of that wisdom, and we don't fully understand, and we can't fully understand within this human capacity. We're just trusting, and we're just following that guidance, and when we come together, we have so much fun as well. We don't take ourselves too seriously with this. We're doing what we're guided to do with love, and we are enjoying being together. As you know, when we were in Glastonbury together and the group that we held space for, there's something really magical happens when we come together and at these sacred sites.
There certainly is. And you just hold space so beautifully. And I'm just hearing how you're, well, this is my image, like your antenna is simultaneously reaching up to the cosmos and reaching down deep into Mother Earth.
Yes, and it's really through that connection through my heart that has created that. So, for example, if I'm working with trees, I I go into the heart resonance, and when I'm in that vibration of the heart resonance, I can really, because I'm clairaudience, also I'm clairsentient and so on, but I receive a lot that way.
Hmm.
And I can receive the messages from the trees, but also feel their spirits as well. So, but I'm doing this through this surrender and this allowing it to happen, because we always want to protect that aspect of ourselves, our hearts, and that wisdom within there and that energy. Um, so yeah, when I'm holding space and helping people to do that, I've got a retreat in September where we're helping people to connect with that wisdom in nature and to expand our hearts and our wisdom.
Beautiful. So I'm curious then, for those of us with broken hearts, for those of us whose pericardial sacs a little bit tougher, a little bit more contracted, perhaps in protection, how might someone at the very beginning of their journey back home to their hearts, how might someone just begin to tune in? Because that might feel quite scary, or yeah, bring up some fear and resistance for some people.
It certainly does, and I understand that completely, because this has been a journey that I've been on,
Hmm.
and it's primarily why I created Soul Ascension, because my passion is to hold that space for people so that they can gently move into that healing within the heart center at their pace, in their way, and I channel with them what is needed. And it's quite a journey. And I'm always, um, you know, my integrity around that. And if I need to direct them to other people, then I will do for specific support. But my space holding and my work is around helping people to activate that heart and to gently dissolve the barriers that we put up around it. And I do believe that, I mean, I had put so many barriers up to protect myself, as many of us do. Um, and it's as I've been able to do that healing and to allow that opening, that's when I'm really understanding my truth and learning more and more about that, and about myself, and about our soul's journey. That it is a portal that, we've had to keep protected. We've needed to do that, but we are moving into, if we so choose, an energy now where we can allow that, and we can also allow the boundaries that we always need to still have there, um, to protect ourselves as we're moving through these times.
I love the image that the sense that our hearts are portals.
Yes. Yeah. And when I'm working with people and channeling, it's interesting what comes through. And there's a lot around using this heart energy for healing, for example, the energy body of the mind and the inner critic, and so on and so forth. And I'm finding that there's a channeling and a merging of the energies where that love, because it's a high vibrational energy, when we're in that energy, it actually dissipates, transmutes and dissipates lower vibrational thoughts. So it's like any muscle memory. The more we do it, the more we're going into the hearts and using that guidance to choose thoughts, to choose intentions, to choose outcomes, and even just in the smallest of things on a day-to-day basis, because this is what it's about. It's about integrating that into our lives.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm wondering, and do you have any suggestions for people that maybe haven't even thought about listening to their heart, or they've learned not to, or they've learned to disconnect? Maybe something simple just to get them started. Just to
Yes.
say, how do you say hello to your heart?
So I hold space, and it's interesting that you're asking this, because this week I am going to be um, adding another to my free sharings. I'm going to be adding another meditation to help people to move into the heart space, and I'm sharing some more offerings to help around this. So that will be available, because it's that the space holding, and that it's that reflection of love that I within me, I when I see that reflection of love in others, it helps me to see it in myself, and it helps me on that journey. But coming back to your question, when I hold the spaces, it's that reflection and that energy of love, and being holding that energy so that you can feel it and start to receive it. And people often, when they hold the spaces, it can be quite a quick transformation. And sometimes it's just that space holding that's needed a little bit longer. But what I'm also finding, apart from that, is being in nature,
Okay.
because the frequency of nature is so much higher than our heart resonance when we're in that place of protection and hurt and wounded. And being in nature gently softens and gently opens. So it is, it can be for many people the very first steps on that journey going into nature. And again, on the retreat, it's, wherever people are on their personal journey, we will be doing that. There will be some women or men that come, and that's where they're at. And I'll hold that space as we work with nature and closely with nature. But
Yeah.
yeah, go into nature. Nature for me really helped at the very beginning, and still does. I have to have that connection every day. But
Hmm.
yeah, that's what I would advise.
Okay. So for those of us that are listening that might be really wanting to connect more consciously with our hearts, that nature is a generous mirror and
Mm,
can co regulate us, can help our heartbeat return to the pulse of the earth.
yes.
And just taking a little bit of time
Yeah.
just to be outside, because I'm aware that lots of us maybe don't have the time, or don't feel they have the time, or
Yes.
maybe because of where you live, there's not, I live in a city. I'm a city person, and there is nature everywhere.
Yes.
Even in concrete jungles, there are weeds growing up through the cracks. There's the sky overhead. There's the bird that chirps. there's always a pathway, a portal, and maybe it's about taking a little bit of time and tuning consciously so that our heart can, refine the signal back to one of a higher resonance.
Yes, and the bird song, I'm glad you mentioned that because, again, it's that high resonance in bird song, and we don't actually stop and listen.
Mm.
And I know that part people, I would call it the dark night of the soul, whatever you call it. When I was coming to a point of my awakening, which was very sudden, I think my journey's been quite a catapult, to be honest. But I was at crisis point in so many parts, every part of my life actually, and I did not have time for myself all at all. I hadn't done for decades and decades and decades, like many, of us. And yeah, so I fully understand that. But just even stopping for a moment and listening to birdsong, listening to that for a moment, that connection is just, it triggers the heart, doesn't it? It triggers the memory.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So there's something about the memory cells that live within the heart or that are connected
yeah.
to the memory centers in our brain that take us beyond structured clock time into a more timeless space where a deep remembrance can occur.
Yes, yes. And I know that your work is absolutely beautiful in terms of holding that space for people to be there, to be in that space, that remembrance. And the journeys I take people on, I'm just channeling that, and so that is from those spaces which I'm channeling, so that it can guide them to be in those spaces until they can do that themselves.
So,
Um, it,
again, let's just pretend and imagine that we're all in beginner's mind. And
yes,
when you speak of channeling, what I'm curious what you mean by that and what are the steps that you have or rituals that support you into that frequency of receiving and transmitting.
yeah. Well, I believe that all of us have different gifts, and this is a gift that I just became aware of as an absolute open channel. But the steps that we can all take is, again, it's that steps, those steps of getting our hearts and being in that resonance where we can receive in the different ways that we receive, and we all receive in different ways. And the biggest thing I say to people, because we all want to see things,
Mm.
but the actual most powerful receiving and channeling of whatever kind is that inner knowing. And the book of journaling, Journey Through Ascension, is literally a toolkit from the very beginning of this journey, and taking you into that heart space, so that however you receive, whether you see, whether you hear, whether you feel, whether you just have this intuition, this inner knowing. So that's really how I would describe it.
Mm.
I I channel, one of the ladies actually in one of the groups. She's always channeling for me, and she's like, I don't know where that came from, and she's got all this beautiful divine wisdom for me. So sometimes, that might happen. Just be aware of that kind of thing happen when you speak to people, and you think, where did that come from? But yeah, so I channel mainly through color and the energy of color. So the way I see it is, if you see source energy and like light, and then that um, is split into different colors and has different energies. So there's different energies come through and channel. And some people see the colours, some people don't, some people feel them, some people just feel the effect and tune into their own ability to channel in the way that is right for them.
Okay. That's really lovely just to give us a sense of, I suppose, that intimate relationship that you have with the cosmos through your heart and how you experience your own gifts. And I think that's something really important that you've mentioned is that, particularly in the world we live in, where we've been raised to believe that the screen is God and that everything is about vision and seeing things, you're actually speaking about the invisible realms.
Yes,
And once upon a time, maybe yesterday or maybe a bit further ago, we trusted our intuition and the signs and signals from nature
yes,
and how the bones fell when we threw them down and the nudges that and our dreaming
yes,
state, right?
yeah,
The action and it through the inner dance, I know that many people they value and prize the lucid dream experience where they have an image.
yes,
And in my sense, I feel that that's our yearning to make the invisible visible. It's not that it's not that vision is the most important or most valuable gift, but there is something about really being seen and being able to witness that which is unseen within us.
yes, yeah, very much so. And the belief in yourself,
Mhm.
that belief. Thank you for that, Caroline, because it is that belief, isn't it, that however you um, tune into that, that's okay. That's
Yes.
absolutely okay. There is not one way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just allowing ourselves to do that. And why? Because when we do that, we can really understand ourselves. It's been a huge journey, and I see it in the people that I hold spaces for. It's this huge journey of unraveling what we thought into
Mm.
this deepening understanding of ourselves as multi-dimensional beings, with which we are, you know, with those antennae, like you were saying, reaching into these different realms, whether that's nature, whether that's the cosmos, it's all one, it's all the same. And how we each receive that and that wisdom that's there for us to help us to make the choices that we're making, that
Mm.
is down to the individual. And trust, I would just say, just trust yourself.
Yeah.
Trust yourself. It's hard, and I know it's hard, but part of the unraveling is like it's like opening a present, it's like opening a gift.
Mm.
And you there's many layers, and you just keep, it's probably like pass the parcel or
That's what
something,
I
and
was thinking.
you just get little bits at a time, don't you? Anybody who says they've got a quick fix for it, I kind of just go, no, thank you. Because it's a journey and it continues.
Mhm. It's a really powerful image, that sense of pass the parcel, that
Mm,
all will be revealed in its own timing.
yes,
And we don't need to have the full jigsaw puzzle in front of us to trust that an image is forming, that there's something happening.
yeah. And it's also, it's doing it with compassion for yourself,
Yeah.
because for so many years, we've literally criticized ourselves, beat ourselves up, never been enough.
Yeah.
Um, and initially, when I started my journey, I continued with that, to be honest, not thinking that I'm enough. But as this journey of opening your heart and being in that love, that divine love, we're humans, so we kind of like are dealing with all a range of energies and emotions and frequencies throughout the day. But coming back to that divine love within our hearts, that journey, it's your journey, and there's no race. And just give yourself compassion and take moments to just pause and recognize how far you've come and where you're at.
Yeah. I'm just so delighted. My heart sort of dancing here that you're bringing in compassion. That to reconnect with our heart's wisdom, requires warmth. It requires
Yes,
curiosity. It requires being kind and friendly with ourselves and curious, which can then ultimately lead to loving ourselves.
yes,
And that's where trust lives.
yes. Trust is hard. Trust is hard, isn't it? For so
Mm.
long, it's really hard. But
Trust is hard and
yeah, but when
and
you're in the
requires
heart,
repetition.
yeah. When you're in the heart, yeah, exactly. I love that, Caroline. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But
I'm wondering if maybe now might be the perfect time for those that are listening right now in the future to maybe join you on a channeling meditation so that they might experience in their own body their own
yeah,
heart's energy.
of course. So, as I said, there's free meditations with a journaling journey through ascension. If you go to my website, you can see it. But there's also, I do upload when I'm guided to onto YouTube as well. And as I said, just there are free showings on my website, but I'm about to change them, and just some of my offerings are just changing slightly, so they're more in alignment with what I'm offering now. So
Mhm.
yeah, they will be on my website very soon as well. But just on my website, at the bottom of the main page, you can just contact me and arrange a free chat as well if you wish to. There's no obligation. It's all about what is right for you and just holding space so you can tap into that guidance as well and what feels right for you. So I hope there's quite a few things there. Just follow your intuition with things, because I do believe we're guided to what we need if we do that, if we just pause and listen and follow.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely incredible and generous resources that you have been offering to the world, Catherine. But I wonder if you might like to just open up the space for us just now for a wee meditation.
That would be beautiful. So I'm just inviting everyone, hello, hello, to just find space now and make yourself really comfortable and begin breathing into your sacral deeply and holding and releasing through the mouth. So breathing in through the nose and then releasing through the mouth. And there may be light language comes through. So as you're relaxing now, beginning to relax, I'm just explaining that may come through, and that's an energy in itself. And I'm inviting you in this space now to become aware of a white light and a gold light just moving into the space all around you. So when you're ready, just allow your breathing to return to normal with awareness of this beautiful white and gold light. It's just moving into the space, and as it does, you may begin to feel a softening. And there's also a beautiful pink light moving into your space. And if it helps, imagine that you are in a pyramid. And this beautiful light is moving down through the apex of the pyramid and into the space all around you. And this white and gold and pink light is just beginning to rotate around you softly in a clockwise direction, very gently. transmuting, softening your auric fields. I'm inviting you now to begin to gently breathe this light and this energy, breathing it gently into your heart center. And as it moves into your heart center with your breath, just with each breath, allow it to start to expand your heart and soften your heart. And on the exhale, begin to release without going into the consciousness of this. Begin to release anything that you're carrying in your heart center, which is not for you to carry. So on the inhale, breathe in the white, the pink, the gold light, allowing your heart to expand. And on the exhale, just begin to release with compassion for yourself. It's okay, and it was okay, and it is okay to let it go. Just inviting you to continue with this. Being aware of your heart, and the energy is expanding in your heart. Shini asisiana yakutiana. Shunyama kushianaya sisia tunaka. Kialanaya tuyania saliana tutaka. Kisianaya pushkanaya ta. Kisiomoya kianaya sutiana. And as this energy expands within your heart and softens, allowing this softening, you are safe. Become aware of a light in your higher heart. This light may appear as a star in your higher heart. And I invite you to become aware, trusting your inner knowing, see, feel, or know by intention just what you're given, the color of this star in your higher heart. And this star begins to rotate in a clockwise direction in your higher heart, between your heart and your throat. And as it does so, the beautiful color or colors begin to emit, and they also fill your heart space with the gold, the white, and the pink light. And your heart is full of beautiful colors, full of beautiful pictures for you to paint, full of songs for you to sing. And these are now expanding within your heart. Kuyadniya shutianaya kusanaya laya kutiana sisianaya shuya sikianaya tuna. And this beautiful light and the energy of this light now has expanded so much that it's ready. It is ready to be set free. And you become aware of doors in the front of your heart. Take a moment to be aware of what these doors are like. See, feel, or know by intention. And with intention now, you are being invited to just open those doors. You may want to open them quite wide. You may just want to open them slightly. Do what you feel you are ready to do. and allow this beautiful energy and the colours of this star from your higher heart, the beautiful essence of you, allow it to begin to expand. With each breath now, with each conscious breath, I invite you to allow this energy to expand into your physical body. Allowing it to expand with a conscious awareness of any parts of your physical body that need or are requiring this divine energy of love. The love that you are, the love that you can give yourself. And this beautiful expansion from your heart now, just allow this light, this energy to expand to that area of your body, your physical vessel. Or you may wish to allow it to expand and just fill your physical vessel. Shunya sisiana mokuya tiyanaya sutta maka kalyaniya shutiana maya sutta kalyanaya tusa niya kotiana sisiyama chunyaka. Trust the power that you have here. Power of the love that you are, expanding this within your physical body. Kolyaniya shutiana kusyamakuya tiana. And I'll just hold space a moment while I invite you to work intuitively as you do this. As you come back to your heart center, inviting you now to bring your focus back to that beautiful heart center of yours. Become aware of those doors in your heart. You may even have doors opening in the back of your heart or the sides. Just feel into what is right for you. And bringing your focus back to this beautiful heart light, this energy within your heart, you may wish to allow those doors to open a little wider. And to allow this energy to expand beyond your heart and all around you. Until you find you are sat in a beautiful, beautiful, safe bubble of this love that you are and the love that you can give yourself. And I invite you now to just enjoy this for a moment, to just simply be the love that you are. And as you bring your focus back into your heart, just invite you now to ask the wisdom of your heart, What do I need to serve myself? What do I need to serve myself? What do I need to fill my cup? Because it is from this place, an overflowing cup, that we can share this with others and feel safe. Kunyama kusia shunata, kisia moyatia, kalia shutiana. And I invite you now to become aware of roots growing down from underneath your feet. You may become aware of the colour of the roots also, growing deep down, deep down, deep down into the earth. And as your roots grow deeper into the earth, be aware of your breath as you breathe in deeply, filling your body with this gift of the breath and releasing. And on the release, just allow yourself to let go and to be held by Mother Earth, knowing that you belong. And if you wish to, just repeat that one or two more times, whatever feels right for you. Breathing in deeply and releasing and allowing yourself to sink heavier into Mother Earth's arms. When you're ready, this beautiful energy, just come back to your heart and let it know that you will take care of it. You will take care of you. And when you're ready, I'm just inviting you now to gently open your eyes. And you may wish to journal at some point soon. You may wish to just give yourself a little bit longer to embody and integrate those energies. Thank you, Caroline.
Thank you, Catherine. Wow, just following your invitation to savor the state that we can create for ourselves, that we can co create with space holders, community.
Yeah, yes, yeah. And being in that
Mm.
essence of love,
Yes,
it's coming back to that state when we need to,
yes, indeed.
and
Um,
remembering,
yeah,
remembering.
it
Yeah,
is. That's what it is, isn't it? It's a
yeah,
deep remembering.
yeah,
And so with the honoring and the savoring, I'm mindful not to transition too abruptly
yeah.
out of this resonance,
Mm-hmm.
that the doors that you have invited us to open as much or as little as feels right for us right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know that we're just they speak for themselves. with their own vibrations, images, sensations.
Yeah.
And perhaps this is just a time for our hearts to speak in the language of our heart, which is vibration. It is truth,
Yes.
love, kindness, ease. Just wanting us to perhaps just honor this space that's opening up,
Yes.
so that our prefrontal cortex can just bathe in this a little bit longer before it finds its need to restructure and come into the logical, practical mind. I'm aware that we're coming up to that hour, Catherine, and I just wanted to thank you so, so deeply for your medicine and the magic that you um, support just by simply knocking on doors. um, and yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
just really feeling the love flowing from you and through me in return. I had some images of double-headed dragons and the pyramid, a light just burning, burning. Just being aware
Beautiful.
of those, yeah, those images, those portals opening within me, um, and just
Beautiful.
really, really grateful for that naming that we don't have to shove, rip open the doors. We
Yeah.
can do this slowly, gently. That there's the only right way is your way. Mm,
Exactly. Thank
Even
you
if
for your
it's
wisdom.
yeah, even if it's just like just taking a step towards the doors of your heart. You don't even have to open them. Just
Yeah.
leaning in a bit closer, noticing the texture of them, the material that they're made of. Whether it's just a little cautious peek around the door or whether there's a part of you that just wants to fling them wide open.
Yes. And your soul knows what to do. You
Yes,
don't need to worry about it. Your soul knows what to do.
exactly. It's always known. This is a journey it's taken many times before.
Yeah. Thank you for your wisdom, Caroline, and for this space that you hold for people. It's beautiful.
Um, Thank you. Honestly, it's such a gift for me to receive. So,
And
for
thank you,
those that,
everyone, for
yeah,
being here, for us all being
yeah,
together at this time. Thank you.
yeah, present and future listeners.
Yes.
But just as we wrap up, just to remind everyone that if you want to get in touch with Catherine, that you can have a nosy on her incredible website, which is remind us, Catherine, it's
So it's Soul Ascension with Kathryn Carman, but Kathryn Carman's a bit tricky to spell. So don't worry. I'm sure
we
you can
will we
access it somewhere.
yeah, we will make sure that the links are
Yeah,
available
Soul
for
Ascension with
everybody.
KathrynCarman.com, and just arrange a chat with me if that feels right for you.
Yeah, and as Catherine mentioned, she also has a YouTube channel, and there's some really incredible meditations there, so that you can, I don't know, enjoy the richness of her presence and gifts. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you can access that through the website as well.
okay.
Yeah.
But Catherine, thank you so much
Well,
for being
thank
with
you.
us today.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to end the recording now. And for anyone that might like to have a quick comment or quick question, maybe you could hang on just for another couple of minutes.
Of course, yeah.
But anyway, for us now who are exploring finding freedom through the heart's knowing, we wish you love and joy on your journey of remembrance and looking forward to tuning in with you next time. Take care.